I want to thank you both for joining us. I think we have a little bit of time now to welcome Stephen Green, our president and founder, to the line. Stephen, are you with us?
There you go. Can you hear me now?
We can indeed. So Stephen, off the top of the program, we talked about the ability of social software tools to not only build new relationships, but to measure and follow them as well. And while Al and Fraser talked about how they measure relationships, I understand that there's an evolution to the platform taking place that will feature extremely rich integration, which will make really following a relationship easier and really, really valuable. Can you explain that briefly?
Yeah, for the sake of brevity, the slide that you see up now, integration, the idea is to link PollStream to your employee profile database. And Fraser, in one of his comments during his presentation, had mentioned that the tools are very effective within State Farm to connect people to the organization and to the events occurring within the organization. So with the introduction of the integration opportunity, what we're going to be able to do is break down those barriers of where you interact with the polls and the comment engine, Sparkplug and the Hive on all those individual pages, and be able to disseminate that information across your entire network, also integrated in with your profiles database so that you can create what most people are probably familiar with, a wall on Facebook. So we want to move from connecting people with content to connecting people with people. The idea is to introduce the social context of it's really the people in the organization who you're having these dialogues with. So what you can see on this screen, and we're just going to zoom into that a little bit more, is with integration of the PollStream tools in your intranet, what you're able to do now is actually present a social network to create a presentation when people log onto their portal where you can show them the people in their network, most recent activity of colleagues and friends from across all the different products that are deployed. People who have commented or replied on a person's comment appear from outside their network. I may have posted a comment and someone from a different business unit has responded to my comment. The next time I log in, I'm now going to see that person's information, both their face if they have a picture in the profiles directory, their name, and I'll also be able to see things like whether or not they are online or not online. This is a zoom in to, for those of you who are familiar with our Hive solution, this is the gallery of the Hive. I can see people's names who have sent recognition to others and who have received it, but I can also see by the green dots and the gray dots indicating whether or not the person's online. If they are, then I can click through and engage them in a dialogue right then and there. I can mouse over anybody's name, and out of the profiles directory, I can again see who that person is, what their title is, what department they're in, click on a link, and boom, I'm connected with that person. We also want to help people to take content and populate existing pages that are often very popular, but maybe underpopulated with relevant content. One of those is generally the actual profile pages in your white pages or your SharePoint directory. So we'll just zoom in a little bit more on this slide as well. And what you'll be able to see is that we're able to pull participation in Sparkplug idea discussions or comment engine and assign those right back to your profile page. So when I'm looking to find John Wong in the organization and I type in John Wong, I get to his profile page. In addition to just getting the details of his contact, I can actually find about who he is, what he's interested, what conversations he is in, and drive people to those conversations. We're happy to take anybody through how this integration works outside of this event, but for the sake of time, I'm going to end it here for my part now. And I'm going to pass it back to you, just Fraser and Al. Thanks very much for your participation today.
Thank you, and thanks, Stephen. I think you win the gold for slides in under a minute. That's excellent. This brings our hour to a close, and I'd like to thank Alan, Fraser, and Stephen Green for joining us. I'd especially like to thank you, our customers, partners, and those that are new to PollStream for taking the time to be with us today. A recorded copy of this presentation, as well as the slides, will be available Friday. Our next webinar is Wednesday, April 28th, and our topic will be participation. How do you move individuals in your network from connected to contributing? How do you encourage user-generated content? And more importantly, what do you do with it? We'll again invite PollStream customers to tell their story about how they've fostered a culture of participation in their organization using PollStream tools, I might add. We'll be announcing an exciting agenda shortly. Moving forward, we encourage you to join our community on LinkedIn, a spot that promises to be rich with news and resources for all things PollStream. So finally, on behalf of the entire PollStream team, I want to thank you for joining us today. Have a great day.